On my left, you got a graphic designer responsible for the Cantillon labels, Jean Goovaerts. Oh, sorry, Brasserie de la Senne, of course, Jean Goovaerts. And Amo, because this is his nickname, he's responsible for Cantillon labels. But not only, as far as I know. And what I like you guys now to do is to tell us something more about yourselves and about your work.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Hello. So I'm drawer, and I draw for several breweries for something like 5-6 years. And yes, it's Cantillon labels. It's La Mule labels, The Rank. I don't know if everyone here know The Rank, best brewery in town, but yeah, that's it, I think.
Okay, and your turn. Tell us something more about your work, because of course it's Brasserie de la Senne, but what else?
Actually, my main job today is working for Brasserie de la Senne. I also work for lots of different cultural events, like festivals in Brussels. Festival in Brussels, and I'm also working in videos and motion design as well. Voilà.
But as far as I know, you're educated in comic books or something like that. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, because in Belgium, comic books is a kind of religion in a certain way, because Tintin, I think everybody here, maybe not the younger one, but Tintin is a kind of iconographic character. And I was raised with comics because, at this time there was no computer, no internet. So when you get bored, your parents say, okay, take some comics and go play somewhere else. And so the comic books, for my part, is the basis of my work. I was raised by Franquin, by Yves Chaland, by Hergé in a way. Not everything in Hergé, but Hergé as well. But also Mike Mignola later, Moebius and stuff like this. I think I was, influenced more by the comics than by the paintings or by great artists.
This is a huge influence in your work. And also this is the first guy who drew something with the brewery, with the city on the labels. It was the end of the dwarfs with a big nose. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm clear, but when Jean drew the logo of the Brasserie de la Senne, because it's huge, and it changed the game.
Yeah, but we didn't know that. It was random because we never talked about any kind of thing like marketing and stuff like this. Never. Because we have no time for this. So Bernard, who is the founder of the brewery, my cousin, came home and said, okay, I need you because the American want something a little bit more serious about my labels. And it asked me to do something quickly. And so we never made any kind of reflection about, can we touch a certain kind of audience, thing like this. Never. We just did the stuff we liked. Because we like colors, we like stupid stuff, we like violent stuff. And so that's what we did. We did the thing. And that's true that the city wasn't a thematic at this time for breweries. It was monks, as you said.
It's a big point. I think it's a big point because all the old school labels in Belgium are made of, you know, just like really just elfish people or dwarfs or stuff like this. And yeah, it was clearly the breakpoint of what are contemporary labels. I mean, I don't know if I'm clear, but
Yeah, sure. But
in your mind, yeah.
Tell me one thing, because both of you, I mean, we can see on a presentation a lot of stuff, the labels that guys are doing, and it's clearly for me that it's totally different point of view. I mean, things that you are doing is different than things that you are doing because it's more classical, and this is more, let's say, modern.
If I can add something here, I want to draw your attention to the fact that we have an old school, absolutely traditional brewery here, Cantillon. I mean, you can't get any more traditional than that. And on the other hand, we got a symbol of crappy revolution in Belgium. So I wonder if there's also a difference in the approach of those breweries to the labels, to the label design, because it's, you know, I assume that it may be like that Cantillon wants their labels to be more traditional because the brewery is traditional.
In that way, yeah, definitely. It's really different because I had with Cantillon the problematics of take care of the old, you know, design stuff of Cantillon, just like the character of Cantillon, the drinking guy. So I have to work with it and to learn it, to eat it, and just, I don't know the English word to say, just I had to, the problematics was to recreate something, I mean, precious, I mean, special and one of a kind. So it was really not the same to start with just like for Brasserie de la Seine, for example, to start from zero and to create something. I do this with La Mule, but with Cantillon, yeah. Jean work with.
If I may say something about your work, because I think what's interesting, it's we've got kind of traditional brewery, but you make a kind of twist inside the traditional way of drawing, because you are a what I consider as a real artist. Sorry, I said the fucking the goddamn word artist.
Yeah,
because I
you
think
say
really
the
that
A word.
this is the A word.
Oh,
because there is something, you know, real inside on what you did. Real in a good point of view. I mean, not real. Oh, it's like a picture. No.
Yeah.
Real because it is the artist working on the paper. There is the tool. You are the tool. I've got a tool to work. I'm working on a computer, but you are the tool, and you make your stuff, and that's pretty different. And I think that's why maybe you and Cantillon are working very well, because there is something in this tool notion which is important. I mean, to my point of view, Cantillon is the basics, voilà, of what we did in Belgium. This is the brewery the mother of all mothers, the mothers of all breweries in Brussels, because voilà, this is our heritage. Okay, it's true.
That's
and I think,
beautiful what you said.
No, but it's true. And I think you are the perfect match for this brewery. If they try to make something too modern, it's not going to work, because Tradition is not about kind of stuff, modernity of stuff. No, it's about a kind of permanent truth of what you do as a brewer.
Okay, but tell me, guys, what is the style of the way you are doing things? I mean, if there's a freedom in things that you are doing, it's like the owner of the brewery comes to you and said, I want to this or that? Or is it like you have absolutely freedom, you gave your proposal, and then after that you modify it or whatever, you know? I don't know.
For me, it's just like crossroad between what the brewer needs, and we find the best way to work together to think about the product. And I think you work in this kind of thinking, I think. And for La Mule, it's just different because for La Mule, I had just a white map.
But my question was connected to my first thing about the two different points of view.
The process of
because the process of work probably is different. Because when I look at your work, I somehow feel know that it's absolutely digital, right? When I look at your work, I think that somehow you're drawing it on a sheet of paper, right? Is it right or not?
Yeah, totally right. Yeah, I drew everything by hands, but I mean, it's just. Oh, how can I say that? I lost my word. But it's been. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I draw everything by hands, but I mean, at least the process is the same. When Jean do everything computer, just, illustration?
No, basically, actually, I work first with sketches with my hand. But the final stuff is made on computer. Actually,
that's the point.
But
that's the point. Thank you so much. That's the point.
At the beginning, we were working with the brewers to do the labels. They had time for this, but now they don't have any time for this. So I just have some informations and say, okay, let's do it. And of course, it was for yesterday.
And that's the point.
It's not
because
funny.
I do the inverse. I just sketch on computer and draw everything by hands, and you sketch on. Yeah.
Ah, marrant.
Yeah. That's just the inverse process.
The switch between. Fun. I didn't know that.
Oh, we have to know each other.
Okay, so my next question is, what is the? I mean, both of you are freelancers. I mean, you are working for the breweries, but not only the special one, but you can also work for a different one, right?
Sorry, because I was here problem here, so okay.
I mean, you can work for different breweries.
No, actually I can't because my style is very. I could if I was doing something else, but I don't want to. The style we created with the brewery, we can't work with another brewery because it's going to be a kind of a problem for the consumer because I'm too liberalized. Brasserie de la Seine. I can't work for any other brewery because it's going to be a kind of misunderstanding.
Okay, but is it like you are the only one who is responsible for the labels, right?
Yes.
And what about Cantillon?
I work for several breweries at least, and we talk about this problematic because for now I work with several breweries. I don't have the same process from Jean in that way. I mean, I work for like whiskey or labels, and so I think at least it's not you know, like the independent stuff, you can be like Jean. You can be just you make part of the brewery. So I mean, Jean is part of the brewery, so he need a salary about it, and he need to earn money with this world. I mean, he's create the beers as a taste, but he creates the visual of the taste of the beers. So if I understand well your questions, yeah.
You know, my question was, I mean, there is a purpose for the question because, you know, in Poland, we have a lot of breweries that are making, you know, like 50, 60, 70 or more than 100 beers per year. So how is it about Belgium? Because maybe not all of the people that are hearing us knows about it.
In Belgium, of course, the configuration is different because we have a kind of long history with breweries. Yeah. We got also the Trappists and stuff like this. So there is more and more new breweries, but it's maybe sometimes more difficult to make something new in a traditional country. I mean, in a brewery.
Yeah, in a way.
You know what I mean? I mean, traditional in a brewing way. I mean, so maybe it's more difficult to impose a new kind of image. And with also the problem is in Brussels, we have some real breweries like Hans Tummelings here, L'Hermitage, but there is lots of and I don't want to hurt anyone, but a lot of gypsies brewers. They come with nice image sometimes, but there is a problem because when you put the name of the city on it, the best thing to do is to say, okay, that's made in the city. It's not made 200 kilometers far away. So, to our point of view, that maybe that's an important stuff as well.
But so, for example, how many labels per year you're doing?
I don't know. I made per year. It depends of the collaboration brews. It depends of the Zine beers because we do special Zine beers. So 10, 15, something like this. Okay. And the promotion, the videos as well, all the stuff.
Okay,
we do.
And how about you? Not only for Cantillon, but, you know.
It's really fluctuates, you know. I don't know if I'm clear, just like a wave. And just sometimes it's just like huge as fuck, and sometimes it's okay, calm down, and a lot of I don't know. It's really hard to tell.
And you're working for different breweries, so it's maybe more complicated for you. I work for only one, so globally I know.
Yeah, but
because you're working for many breweries, so you can do the labels in, I would say, a different style, just to differentiate those labels. And therefore, I got a question because I know that you used to do a lot of metal or rock concerts, posters. So, have you ever thought about incorporating these metal style of posters into the Cantillon labels, for example?
Yeah. This is a tricky question, but I have the same feeling when I think about stuff to do with one band or one kind of beer. I mean, this is the same process for me. I mean, just I have to go the closer I can to make the perfect image that I feel. I don't know if this is clear, but I have to understand if it's a heavy band, if it's a death metal band, if it's hard metal band, if it's black metal band, or if it's Guz, or if it's an IPA, or if it's pills. I have to find the way that I can get the way closer I can to understand the identity of the guy who told me, who asked me to do that, or I don't know. Yeah, to understand what the needs, I think.
And tell me, what is the feedback that you got from the Belgian people?
Globally, it's good, but sometimes we have some problem because in your picture there is a notion of violence because we like violent stories. And for instance, I have an example. It's pretty interesting. The Taras Bulba here.
But you mean the Belgian people like violence?
No, maybe it's a kind of catharsis.
Be careful, beware of the guy.
It's a catharsis.
The guy is violent.
Maybe we are too well raised, and maybe we dream of
the guy.
kicking each other's face all the time, but we can do it because we were raised in a certain face and certain point of view. But for instance, this label was banned in the UK because it's too violent. Because this is the story of Taras Bulba, you know, the story about the Cossack who killed his son because he was allied with the Polish. And we remade the stories, and Taras Bulba is upset because his son is marrying a girl from the south of the country. That's why. And it was banned in the UK because they said, okay, this is clearly an appeal to violence. But in the same period, there was a James Bond beer made by Heineken with a gun. And they said, no, it's not the same point of view because, James Bond is very well known. It's not dangerous. He has got the license to kill, but it was fun because we got to argue to people to say, yeah, but it's because it's funny, you know. It's very difficult to explain to people, this is funny because it's funny. I mean, it's like if you ask Mel Brooks or I don't know.
Mel Brooks.
Explain to someone because why Rick and Morty is funny. You try to explain that.
Monty Python.
It's just funny.
Monty Python. Yeah, definitely.
And that's always different.
The main point, I think, is because you are a violent guy, and I think you want to be violent in you. No, sorry, I'm joking.
As far as I know, there were some other controversies too with your other labels like Thirst.pl. I don't think that anybody here knows the story, so if you can elaborate on that.
I will try to make it, short and not too understandable because there is a lot of Belgian reference inside that story. Thirst.pl, we tried to kick Tintin's company because Tintin is not owned by Moulin Sarr, which is a kind of company who's making, if you try to make a kind of homage to Hergé, they sue you. Voilà, they sue you. That's it. You try to put in a comic festival the rocket of Tintin. They sue you. But there is also Marsupilami. No. They sue you. That's it. And we tried to have a case with them, and it didn't work. And actually, the case of Thirst.pl in Belgium is a problem because Thirst.pl is the friend of Saint Nicolas, and he's black. And this kind of stuff today, the blackface stuff like this, it's touchy.
It's okay in a way, okay.
Yeah. And we try to do something because there is allusion to Belgian political problems, regions problem between Flemish, Walloons, Brussels. And we tried to do something. It was a mess, but we liked the results. But people said to us, no, it's a kind of racist label. But said, no, we're picturing Tintin. This is, so ban the comics first. But voilà, and we got to get rid of him because Britain, again, UK tried to say, okay, no, we don't take you Britain anymore. You are fucking racist. Okay, we'll change.
Okay, but tell me, what is the feedback from the owner of the brewery?
Yeah, they're pretty good actually. They are. I hope so. They are happy with the results. And globally, I must say,
because you're still working for them.
Voilà, we have good feedbacks. we have good feedbacks, but.
No. Feedback are shit. I mean, they always just tell us, you are my slave, motherfucker.
No.
Joking.
Not always.
Joking.
No. And actually, there is lots of trust from the breweries with what we do. I think we are in the same kind of relationship with the breweries. There is a kind of trust. Except
in a
when I
way.
use pink, they don't like pink. I don't know why. I love pink, but I don't want some pink on the
Yeah, I
label.
also love pink.
And
You know,
I
Funky
always
Fluid is
try
all
to put
pink.
pink. I always try.
Whatever.
Till the day I die, I will try to put pink on the label of the brewery.
But tell me one thing. How long you're working for? No. How long you're working at all for Cantillon for?
15 years.
And yourself?
5 years from Cantillon, 5 years with the Rank. I think 7 years with Nocéans, which is just a punk brewery in Brussels. And I mean, 2 years, maybe, no, 1 year. 1 year with La Mule, but it seems to be like 10 years with La Mule, but it's just 1 year because we work a lot. So yeah, 25? Motherfucker.
15.
Oh, 15.
No, you 15. No.
Oh yeah,
What?
15.
I don't get what's
And how about the label? How long the process?
How much does it take to make a label? Alors, it depends. Sometimes it's not very good to have a long process because if you have a long process, you have lots of people talking about it. You have lots of people with thinking, with deep thinking about what you're doing, and it's a mess. For the pills we did, the Senne pills, we try to associate all the brewery on the process of the thinking. Never do that kind of stuff. It's messy. You know, when the label was done, 3 months later, people say to me, I prefer the first version. I don't give... And it's very difficult. I mean, but sometimes it's 8 hours because they call you and to say, okay, the labels, we forgot to tell you that there is a new batch with Collaboration Brew. You have actually it's for tomorrow, so voilà, don't sleep, please. And you don't sleep and you do the label. But
I think there was a huge fluctuation. You know, just sometimes you just pop it, just like this. Just it's just an evidence. And sometimes for the girls, I think I work 6 months at least. Yeah, 6 months, 6 fucking months to just keep it, just find a way. I mean, Gueuse Cantillon is an art stuff. I mean, it's the basic of their work, and it have to be just, you know, the perfect images of what they do. And so, yeah, 6 fucking months just to. I start with. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. I start with the old label was with the mannequin piece. Just if you remind it, I don't know if you get the old label of Gueuse Cantillon. It's just a mannequin piece in blue on a barrel and EP. Okay, EP gold. Okay, but no way. I couldn't do that. So the point was at least to find the fucking nice just touch to illustrate the Gueuse Cantillon. I mean, it was fucking 6 fucking months, just like.
Okay, and tell me, how's the situation, you know, in Belgium with the designers as yourselves, like free people, and the agencies, you know, design houses, whatever. What about the? My question is about because you are, you know.
You mean employee, freelance, thing like this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Actually, I was freelance before, and now I'm employee at the brewery, and I'm freelance on the other side for other projects. But more and more breweries today in Belgium are hiring the graphics permanently, because there's lots of things to do. It's difficult to explain to people because people say, okay, you're working for a brewery, but they have 4 beers. Yeah, for the moment they have 4 beers, but there is permanent different versions. It's always very difficult to explain to people that, yes, there is a need for graphic development to make new images, you make new stuff. And it's always difficult to explain to people that, yes, I'm working. I swear, I'm doing stuff. But I know you the same problem.
In a way, we are lucky because, we are a part of the identity of the brewery. And we are lucky in a way because people realize this, but it's not evident. I mean,
and I must say that during 10 years I worked freely. I worked for free for the brewery. Because I was working somewhere else. And
that's really important.
Bernard is my cousin, and the brewer they couldn't leave. They couldn't afford. They were opening the brewery. And it was at the beginning of the craft experience in Belgium. So everybody said that those guys are crazy. It's not going to work. Because
what
in
are
Belgium,
you doing?
We are not
Sucker.
Belgium is not a visionary country. It's and people said it's not going to work. In 2 years and they're dead. No, but I knew that they couldn't pay me.
What a crazy idea, just like
No, I know they couldn't pay me, and I had another jobs on the side. And I said, okay, one day we'll see. One day we'll see. And then one day I told them, okay, may I work for you because I'm working all the time with you, and maybe it would be more interesting to.
And this is a guy who changed the game. That's a really important stuff. I mean, for everyone, this is a guy who changed the game. Sorry about this, but this is true for me.
But
oh, come on.
I think there is an explanation.
Let me say that.
There is
a
simpler explanation. There was nothing before.
Really?
It's easy when there is nothing to do something. There was no craft renewal in Brussels at this time, and Bernard Yvan relaunched the stuff. And I was lucky because I'm the guy. There was lights. I entered and up. That was it.
But
in a way,
what would happen if you put a dwarf on the label?
With
the big nose.
I don't know. That's the question.
You know what I mean?
The question is maybe the beer is good as well.
I'm sure you would draw a nice dwarf. I'm sure of it. But
I'm not sure.
What would happen if you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I participate to the success of the brewery. I'm not sure at all.
But
because the beer are good, and maybe the beer is the. I mean, it has the quality, and it could work with this. But I don't know.
It's really funny that you're talking about this, because our agency came with the same idea, the same protest against the dwarves and the elves and whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, but anyway. Yeah, but anyway, tell me, what is your plan for the future?
To be just you will change sex, I think, and oh, sorry,
Okay.
Okay,
that was it. Okay. Okay. I really don't know. Just being here tomorrow, it's going to be good. Actually, for the moment, I don't have any kind of. I never did any kind of plans on long future plans. I just did the stuff as they come, and voilà. But I don't try to.
Let me explain. My question was about the, your style of.
Graphically.
Yeah.
I don't think, for the moment, I don't feel the need to change anything to the process because it's working as it is. It's a kind of fluent workflow, and I don't, for the moment, feel trapped in a kind of loop, graphical loop, as we can always. I don't know if there is a graphic designer here, but sometimes you are on kind of loop. And you do always the same. You think you're doing always the same thing all over again. I don't know if you experience that, but that's kind of obsession.
Yeah, and I think this is the way of our difference of working. You and me. I mean, you have a strong, just guideline. I mean, for when I look at your work, you have a strong guideline, and it's it's huge and it's perfect because people ask you to draw with your universe, you know. So
Yeah, the problem is if I do something else, they won't be interested because people want the Latin stuff. When I do posters, people say,
Yeah.
okay, you're from the La
Yeah,
Seine,
yeah.
so please do the La Seine.
yeah,
And sometimes,
that's a trap.
this is a trap
I know
in
what-
certain way because maybe at this moment you say, oh, I just want to make something a little bit more light, maybe more conceptual. But no,
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's a
try
kind
to,
of
but
curse.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And how about you? Everyone come to you and ask you, no, I want to have a tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. It's the opposite point. I mean, guys are coming for my stuff because they realize that I know that I draw well. Okay, that's fine. But I have several projects really different because my process of working is really just like we talk, we find a way, and we move forward. I mean, together, and that's why it's really interesting because Jean have a fucking huge universe, visual universe. I mean, really rich, and yeah, it's true. Sorry, I'm drunk. I love you. no, just we didn't work in the same way. I mean, my process of working is just like to, okay, someone just asks me something to work on, and I try to be like an like a woodmaker, like an artisan. I mean, like you know, the old way stuff, the old school way of working. I mean, I'm just something like this, I suppose. And yeah, so I work for several breweries now, and for kombucha, and for whiskey label, and yeah, it's just alcohol and music.
It's a good combo. I mean,
Yeah,
that's nice.
the crossroad, you know what I mean?
Okay, I got a question. Is it important, up to you guys, is it important for the graphic designer to actually like beer if he's designing the beer labels? Because I know that you like beer, that's pretty obvious to me, and of course you were here yesterday and you probably enjoyed the festival and drank a lot of different Polish beers. So, is this really important?
I'm straight edge. No, I'm joking. I just love drink beers with friends and meet other friends.
Okay, and Jean, what do you think?
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Maybe you can good stuff without loving the product, but I think it's not so obvious. But it's difficult. It's a very difficult question because I don't know anyone making labels who doesn't. No, I don't know anyone working in the beer labels industry who doesn't like to be hammered sometimes or just drink beer sometimes just to. So maybe it would be difficult. Maybe you can work in a company and make a kind of a package for a cereal you never eat because it looks like hell. But if you will not invest yourself inside it. I mean, if I sometimes in my life I did work on some projects I didn't care about. You could see on my drawing I didn't give a shit about what happens. But I think liking what the products will help you to like what you do and so make something better.
Okay, speaking about the yesterday, because obviously you've enjoyed a lot of beers, but the thing is, have you seen seen or drink, but rather seen anything interesting in terms of graphic design, in terms of beer labels? Is there anything at the festival that was, interesting to you or really good?
Yes, I saw some of them. I forgot the name, sadly, but I, of course, because I'm in the kind of business, I was checking.
Oh, come on, that's always easy to say. I forgot the name.
I'm so sorry. I think they are there. No. I forgot because we drank something from them. It was very nice, actually. Ali, what was the name of the brewery there?
Oh,
and you said that there was a kind of
with the characters.
Yes, with colorful stuff.
But
they are just right there.
that was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah, yes, was
Shit.
yesterday.
Yeah,
yes.
I know.
And they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
just right there. I'm so sorry.
But the cherry on the cake is that we already do a collaboration for Brasserie de la Seine.
Yeah. I
started-
forgot to put it inside the stuff. It's a shame.
oh, you're an asshole.
I forgot it.
No. I mean, I started drawing, and he just drew it in his way, so that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I think we will do several stuff like this because we are in not the same process, and it's fucking interesting because maybe he drew something, I just finish it, and so the cherry of the cake is just we work together.
Yeah, because our work is very lonely in a way, because you are
Yeah.
always late in front of your computer or your paper at 10 o'clock in the afternoon or at the evening, working on the stuff because the deadline is coming.
2 o'clock, fuck off, guys.
No, it's very nice to sometimes work together, a kind of two ends work, and it's very rare. And sadly, it's too rare to do it.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of
Thank
the
you,
festival.
the people
Let's drink some
for
beer.
hearing us. Enjoy Warsaw.